what is up? It's Rebecca. Welcome back or to my channel. It's awkward. Gosh, I hate filming videos like this. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebekah vijay and I'm so glad you're here today. I am gonna be a sophomore in college in 2 weeks. I'm not prepared for that mentally or in any capacity, really. I haven't even started packing, so go me. I'm just drinking some grass today as I begin this video. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm drinking matcha. Today we filmed this video. I hope it helps you out a little bit if you're heading into college, or if you've been in college. Maybe this will just like remind you of some things. I don't know. I just thought this would be a good idea to film a video. It's kind of like giving you guys some like my advice and like my tips about college, because I've been doing it for like a year, so so yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I hope you enjoy the video. I just literally wrote down some not random, like I thought about it and I came up with some things that I was like, these things are things that I actually learned because I went to college, and things that I wish I had known maybe before going into college. So today I'm here to impart my wisdom to you guys. You're welcome. I'm kidding, but like, let's just like hop into this video. So things that I wish I knew before going to college, or things that I think you should know before entering your freshman year. Let's start with number one. It's not that deep. How do I explain this stuff? I think in life we just tend to overcomplicate things. Life is really not that complicated. We just insist on making it complicated. Honestly, we're just alive, we're breathing. We're on this earth, water, earth, sand, stuff, you know? Like we're just here living our best lives, trying to at least. And I think it's just important to realize that college is just like, it's a choice, honestly. Like you choose to go to college, and like if you're there to learn. And I mean, hopefully, I can't speak for everyone on that, but I mean, if you're in college, you're there for a purpose. And just like remember that like no one really cares about you that much. I know that's not always true, but like in general, people like aren't just like, my gosh, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Like really, people care so much about their own problems. People don't have time to worry about yours. Like if something happens, you're like, oh, like I'm never gonna live this down. You are gonna live it down. You're gonna survive. The sun will come up tomorrow. You're gonna be fine. Like it's just not that deep. So whatever happens, don't let it define you. Don't let it like change the way you view yourself, and just roll with it. Secondly, do everything, but like also don't. For me, before I went to college, I was just like, I want to do everything. I want to know everybody. I want to just like have a good experience. And because like I am a pretty extroverted person, so like I like networked with so many people before I went to college. And honestly, I'm really not friends with a single person that I like reached out to before going to Liberty and was like, hey, I'm going to Liberty too, let's be friends. Like a couple of them I met up with, some we were going to, we didn't. Like it's just like what's meant to be will be. You just have to let life flow as it does. I tried to join as like many clubs and stuff as I could. Like last semester I was like thinking about joining like a marketing club. I'm like just doing these things which are really good, but the thing is you can't earn yourself out. Like that's what I was on the verge of doing, and I just feel like it's important to get involved, but also don't rely on your involvement or the clubs or the extracurriculars that you're a part of to satisfy like your identity or like who you are. Like don't let those things control you to that extent. Like they're good, and you should put yourself out there and join things, meet new people. Like that's amazing, please do that, but don't do it to the point where you're just like, who am I? Like know yourself, know what you're actually interested in, and go after those things. Don't just push yourself to the point of breaking. Know your limits, and know that college is just a place for you to learn. Number three, and this is like the biggest thing I learned, don't try to be best friends with everyone. You're not going to be best friends with everyone. And I wish this is something that I had known before I went to college, because I went into college with a mindset that everyone was going to be your best friend, and like your roommates are going to be your best friends, and like you're just going to have this like Pinterest dream life, and that's really not how it is. Like college is rough. Reality check. College kind of sucks sometimes, but it's also worth it. I had so many expectations, I think. Even if I didn't realize that I had those expectations, they were like preconceived notions in my mind that like, I don't know, this would be a certain way, and I would always be like this, and I'd be feeling great all the time. Like, and that didn't happen. And I think for me, one of the biggest things was like when I realized that people had friend groups and like I wasn't in them, or you know, they went out and like I wasn't invited, or like something like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm left out. I don't feel like I belong, and like all this crap that was so untrue, and it just led to so much insecurity, and that really ruined a lot of my freshman year. Honestly, what I would say looking back is just that don't try to be best friends with everyone. And a couple of months ago, I was watching a sermon by Elevation, and there was something that really stuck out to me, and I still like remind myself of like every day because it's so true. And it's like just that Jesus is the bread of life. He is the way, the truth, and life, and he is the only one that satisfies. Like if you think of like bread's a food that like really satisfies you. Jesus is the only one who can do that, and nothing else in this world can. Like friends, your like sports, or like things that you're good at, like everything and anything in this world, like it's not gonna really like truly satisfy you. Only Jesus can. And when you realize that is the moment you're gonna be truly happy. That's something I think I knew, but I also didn't really know like last year, because I just tried to find my happiness, I think, in other people and in being friends with people, and it didn't really work. Just remember that having good friendships and things like that are amazing, but they take time. You can't rush it, and what's meant to be will be. And if you're like lonely and by yourself on a Friday night, that's totally okay. Like who said that's a bad thing? Like I mean, obviously it'd be fun to do something, but like in this season, that's just something that you're called to, and learn to enjoy the moments of stillness and quietness. Don't think of it as being lonely, think of it as a gift. Really get to know yourself and who you are and what you value and what you enjoy. Not everyone's meant to be your best friend. Some people are just meant to be in your life for a season or to teach you something, and not everyone is your forever people. Oh my gosh, I'm talking so much. Okay, I'm talking so much. I'm literally gonna hate myself while editing this. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue this. Okay, so moving on. You get what you put in. As with anything in life, honestly, if you really work hard, even your gen eds, like you'll get a good grade and you'll get A's, and that's a good thing. But if you really just don't care, float by, you're not gonna get much out of it. And like for me, that was the thing with a lot of my gen eds, because I really just didn't care about them that much, because like they were just like general random classes, and I was like, what? So I just like feel like I didn't get as much out of it as I could have. So my advice to you would just be put yourself into it. Like it's a class, it's literally only for one semester, which is like a couple months. Just put yourself into it, apply yourself, and like you might learn something that could really help you down the road. You never know. So just put all your effort into what you do, because you really get out of college what you put into it, and if you're gonna be there, you might as well get something out of it. All right, next, Quizlet is everything. Quizlet will save your life. It's saved mine many times. Literally, if you're in college or even like high school, I don't know, in college, please use Quizlet. And like when my friends like showed me it, I was just like, what? This is life-changing. Literally life-changing. There's just like, just look up your class, your professor, whatever it is. It will help you out so much. So just use Quizlet. It's amazing. It is phenomenal. You will thank me later. Also, Quizlet is free, so yeah. All right, so my next tip is just to remember that me time is so important. And I think this was something that I've only been learning like in the past few months in quarantine. Honestly, I've learned so much in quarantine. It's amazing. Like last year, I really didn't ever like schedule like time to just spend by myself or time to really just relax or unwind. I just tried to be on the go as much as possible, and then when I wasn't doing something, I felt like I wasn't doing what I should be. That's not true. Please do not fall into that mentality, because what that does is kind of like forces you to just be busy, and being busy does not equal being productive. And honestly, if you just try to like be busy all the time, you're gonna burn yourself out. And we don't want that. So take time for yourself, and if you were like hanging with some friends, that's fine, and if you're by yourself, that's fine too. Like just, you know, put a face mask on, listen to a podcast or watch a movie, and like just chill, you know. Like it's okay to take those moments to yourself, because those moments help you just kind of feed yourself, feed your soul, and that's gonna help you be more productive. It's important just like not burn yourself out. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So take care of yourself. It's really important, especially in college. The next thing is just my biggest piece of advice in life to anyone. I don't know, in general, this is like, I think the best advice. Learn to live fully present in the moment. Present moment is all you have. The past is gone. It's history, and the future is never promised. So just learn to completely be present in the moment that you have and live your best life wherever you are. Whether you're in college or not, be happy, because you're alive, and that's a pretty big gift that a lot of people would kill for, but they can't have. So okay, show up and be yourself. Everything will work out. That sounds so cliche, but it's like literally so true. Like everything will work out. Don't force things. What's meant to be will be. Here is the thing. You will drink coffee. Like I never drank coffee before in college. Like now I'm literally obsessed with it. Y'all know my French press, and that I use it like every freaking day. Well, not really anymore, because I drink iced coffee now, but like I love coffee. Anyway, and that was so random. What? Okay, let's talk about 2 more things and we'll wrap up the video. Like, the first semester of college, I had this great idea because I think I watched it in a video, and I think this is a good idea for actually like harder, like more major related classes. I printed out all my gen ed class syllabi. I don't know if that's, I don't know. So what I did is the first week of school before classes started, I went to the library, printed out all the syllabuses, I don't know, for all my classes, and I color coded everything and put it all in my planner. Like, I wrote down every quiz, every test in my planner, and I love myself for doing that. But I also realized 2 weeks into classes that I would not be using any of that because I didn't use it. Like, I literally didn't use it. So I feel like for classes that are harder, like more business related classes for me, or like whatever major you're in, it will be helpful to color code your syllabus, know what's coming up, but at the same time, you don't have to print it all out. You don't have to color code it, highlight everything, put it all in your planner. You don't have to do that. To each their own. I wouldn't recommend doing that, especially for gen ed classes, because I feel like those are very basic. Like, just also it really does depend what kind of planner you use. I use the Passion Planner. It's amazing. I love actually planning things out in my planner. So if y'all want to get a Passion Planner, you totally should. That's actually a big tip for college that I would recommend. Get a planner. It's so helpful. It'll help you write down like all those like little ideas that you have, or like things you want to get done in a week, or like your homework, like whatever it is. It'll help you so much. So just use a planner, whether it's digital or like an actual physical one. And my last tip, last one, congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. If you stuck around this far, you get so many brownie points. So many. Budget. And whether or not you are, I think it's so important to still budget like where you spend your money, and especially if you have a job and you're getting income, make sure you budget, because this is something that is so important. And I've just been trying my best to do this myself. I use the app called Mint, which is just like an app on your phone to track your like expenses and stuff. I think it's super helpful. Or if you just want to like make a freaking Excel spreadsheet and like write everything down, that works too. Or if you want to use a notebook, that works too. Like literally whatever is most comfortable for you. But I highly recommend keeping a budget, because it's just super nice to be able to see where you spend your money. And as someone who's a personal finance enthusiast as well, it's so important to save your money starting in college. I know it's tempting to go and spend $6 at a coffee shop for a dirty iced chai tea latte. I did that. I regret it. It was good, but it wasn't amazing, and it was definitely not worth $6. So anyway, now that I make my own chai tea lattes, I'm just like, why did I ever spend that much money? Like, or even like this is like an iced almond milk matcha that I made at home, and it tastes amazing. That's all I gotta say. It's super important to start saving your money even in college, and as the sooner that you can start saving and investing your money, the better off you're gonna be, and your future self will thank you so much for that. Congratulations, you made it to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, thumbs it up, and subscribe if you want. If you don't want, that's okay. I get that. Like, I literally understand that. So good luck in college. You got it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.